And what's up, guys? Welcome to another home theater hangout with yours truly. We are joined once again by Jordan, aka Haterade Cowboy.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Haterade Hour, the Haterade Live podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in, joining Shane on this Friday afternoon, or Friday evening, I should say.
All right, man. What's been going on? What happened since last time we spoke? Anything good? You watch anything?
Uh, Not really. I mean, I've been watching Strange New World, Star Trek, so that's okay. That comes out on Thursdays. Let's see what's happened since then. I started working on the Anchor Nebula review. You got that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't really done much, man. Like I said, I'm flying out next week, so I may have a. Oh, I still need to shoot my talking head for the Jurassic World Rebirth, so I'll probably do that
Okay.
tomorrow. So I may have one video out next week, and then I'll fly out on Friday for the home theater tour to shoot with at Ryan's. So probably not too much over the next week and a half.
Nice. So you get to check out that 50-inch subwoofer.
Yep. One, I think that theater's like over $1 million, so it's crazy,
His?
man.
His theater's $1 million?
Yeah, I remember when he
Wow.
said he was talking about it. All this, I mean, he's got a Christie in there. I don't remember which one he has. He's got a Christie in there. He's got the 50-inch. He's got it's like a multi-system. He's got two racks, So, I'll have to cover all that stuff. Go over that in the tour. But yeah, I want to say it's over 1 million.
Wow.
Pretty crazy.
Real crazy. So, anyways, there's been something that's been in the news cycle recently that popped up in my feed. Also, a couple people have sent this to me. As you know, I think a lot of us got our start enjoying movies first by getting VHS tapes at our houses. I don't know what movie it was for you, but the first VHS tape I recall getting was, I believe, Star Wars. And back in those days, VHS tapes used to cost something like $100. Because I remember seeing at Kmart. Remember when Kmart was
Yep.
in business? They used to have those glass cases, and inside the electronic section, there was always the Back to the Future VHS tapes, which was like $99.
That's crazy.
I don't think I have any. No, actually, I think I still have the original, not the original Star Wars, but I think the first time it got re-released with Jabba, not Jabba, but the digital singers or whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I have one of those tapes still on VHS, and I guess now we have for sale on Walmart.com.
It's crazy.
We can now pick up VHS players on sale.
I wonder what prompted this for, like, I mean, I know like most of them are, but they're like used, right? Uh,
Restored,
Restored.
yeah, restored, pre-owned.
But I mean,
There's
that's a lot for
some.
them to actually, like, hey, let's dedicate
I mean, here's a
a
new one.
page this.
There's a new one, $500 for this one.
What? 500? What brand is that?
It's
So
Sylvania.
Sylvania? What are
Yeah.
you guys doing, Sylvania? $500? Unless they're making like one of those comebacks, like, vinyl, and people are willing to pay. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that have VHSs that they're like, hey, I want to get this old footage, off and put it back onto like DVD or something. I was trying to think. For me, I think, because I wasn't into movies back then, when I was a little kid. I want to say the first movie that I remember, I think somebody at my dad's job let him borrow Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And yeah, I think that was on VHS. But yeah, I remember having a VHS player, but I don't remember watching very many movies. Like, we would record stuff, on a camcorder and watch stuff. But growing up, we just didn't watch that many. And I'm sure that we did have some movies. I know we had some. I just don't remember what they are. But for me, I remember Dumb and Dumber.
I remember seeing Raiders of the Lost Ark at my father's friend's house on a Sony four-head hi-fi stereo
That's
VCR.
expensive.
Yeah, I think they were like $500 back then,
Sony.
maybe a little bit more. And it had the little jog dial on the right side.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh my god, like, this is the life. This dude's got Raiders of the Lost Ark in hi-fi stereo, and on Bose 901s in his little apartment.
Bose. Wow.
I was like, man, this is magical sounding. I think that was kind of like my first intro to home theater was Raiders on a
Interesting.
Sony VCR.
And I want to say back then, like for those that are too young to know, like now we can get movies at 45 days. It used to be like 90 days. I want to say you had to wait like a year, right, before the movie came out
Yeah,
on
yeah,
like home release. A
yeah.
year.
It was, I almost kind of wish it was still a year. I think it would be way more exciting.
And probably better quality.
Yeah, it should be way better quality.
Yeah, they'd have more than enough time then. But yeah, man, can you imagine like going to a movie, watch the movie, you're like, man, that's like Star Wars or something. I can't wait to watch this at home. You can't watch it anywhere. It's out of the theater. There's no digital. You have to wait a year to watch it again.
Those are the magic days.
Yeah. But man, 500, I don't know who would pay that now for a VCR player.
Well, it was a DVD slash VCR
Mm,
combo.
okay.
I
Yeah,
mean,
and those were probably even more expensive when they came out,
is this
versus just a VCR.
is this one seller? Let me say about this. Sold by Dealing Fair. Let me just pick another random one here.
Oh, so these aren't
Dealing Fair.
this isn't like Walmart. This is like other people that are selling third party on Walmart's
Yeah,
website.
yeah,
Because
third
I
party.
heard something about that as far as Best Buy. Apparently, there's some Blu-ray 4K discs that have been popping up on Best Buy, but it's basically they're outsourcing. So it's like somebody else
Hmm.
is selling it, but they're allowing them to sell it on their website.
Yeah, kind of like Amazon. Like
Yeah,
Amazon does it too.
yeah.
Yeah, so this looks like it's all from the company called Dealing Fair. So it looks like they're just one person
Wow,
doing refurbs. So
interesting. I wonder how much. Like, are they making profit back on that?
he just bought a whole bunch of like
Man,
old VCR players. So like it was, I thought it was just like from Walmart too, but apparently it's just from one guy, third party
interesting.
seller.
That's a lot.
This is green. Yeah, see, all by Dealing Fair.
Interesting.
So maybe VHS is not making a comeback.
Man, what was the resolution on VHS? Was it? Let's see, DVD is 480.
I think it was like 240 or 250.
Jeez, that's crazy.
You know, some of the best adult films were on VHS. But
Oh man.
I think the question is for you guys. What was your first experience with VHS, and what was the first thing you saw on VHS? Leave a comment and let us know.
VHS.
Boom. Switch this back around there. What else do? Oh, you know what? I got to bring this up really quick. You know what is now on? Oops, not that one. I was just looking at this on Apple iTunes. Just popped up. Hopefully, you don't get stuck with copyright. Hold on. So this is now available. This is now available in iTunes, not in 4K yet, at least not on my computer, but this is Tron. It's in Dolby Atmos
Interesting.
and in HD.
What? The original?
Yeah.
Man,
Legacy too. Let's go to Legacy real quick.
I still haven't seen the original.
It's it doesn't hold up too great, but you can watch it now in Atmos and in HD at least.
Yeah, because I think it's I want to say it's sold out on Amazon, right? The Tron Legacy, like the 4K. I think you're muted. I can't hear you.
Yeah. So for you guys, that's on Apple iTunes right now. HD Dolby Atmos. Maybe it's just showing HD because I'm on the computer, but the audio is in Atmos right now, which I'd be interested to see what that sounds like.
Speaking of, I was going to ask you. So I haven't watched a movie on iTunes or bought one in probably, man, since I moved here. So probably 10 plus years. I've had some people in my comments. I did a clip out on the stream that we did last week about how bad Dolby Atmos is, and some people were saying stuff about iTunes. Is obviously if you buy it, it's not streaming. You're not streaming it. But what has been your experience with the audio because people say, "Oh, Kaleidoscape, maybe the issue is Kaleidoscape. I can't wait till it comes on disc." Nah, 99% of the time the audio track is the same. Is it the same with iTunes? Do you feel like the quality, the audio is the same versus 4K or versus Kaleidoscape?
Well, I find the Kaleidoscape sounds the same as disc, and then oh, you might just disappeared, and then
Yeah.
and then disc is, or and then streaming is it's a little bit behind disc and Kaleidoscape. I think, and like I think on those really big budget movies like like Top Gun or Transformers or something like that, some big budget stuff. It's a little easier to tell on that. Quiet Place, like you can tell some of the high frequency details just a little bit cleaner on the Kaleidoscape and on disc.
But are
But,
you
but
are you
streaming.
watching it? I mean, are you streaming it or are you buying it when you watch it on iTunes?
Am I streaming or buying it on iTunes? What do
Yeah,
you mean?
because like I have a coworker that he like you can buy them, but I'm assuming it's stored on like if you buy it, is it still streaming or is it like, hey, you bought
No,
this now, it's going to store onto your
no, you
Apple
just
TV
stream.
or whatever?
It just streams.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it
So
doesn't
then,
download.
interesting.
Yeah.
I always thought like because I know you can stream like you can rent it, but I always thought if you bought it, it would just save it to. But yeah, I guess that makes sense because it's Apple, so it's the cloud. So okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, because some people were saying in my comments are like, oh, the iTunes sounds better, and I'm like,
Then
that's what made
Kaleidoscape? Then
or
disc?
that yeah, like some people were. I don't know about Kaleidoscape. I think that we were talking about versus the disc. That's why I was wondering. I was like, well, is it streaming or is it if you buy it, is it stored to your? But I mean, if you've got like a huge library, I would it's got to be over the cloud. So
Yeah. I mean, I would say I know the bit rate's definitely higher on disc.
right,
If I give it like a percentage, if I just gave the overall experience on iTunes to the disc, I would say it's pretty like 90%, like maybe 90, 95%. I think it's pretty close. And this is on my screen's 150, so it's pretty easy to spot some compression artifacts and stuff. And then if your speakers are good enough, they're revealing enough, then you can spot the compression or
I
just the
can. I always
clarity on
can.
digital stream. Yeah.
Like
Obviously, if you're like on a sound bar, then it probably won't make a difference.
yeah, but I will say, and we've talked about this before, is that like Apple's streaming TV shows have like really really good Atmos. I'm sure it's still, you know, there's still some compression, but I'm like every time I watch something, I'm like, man, this sounds really good. And
Yeah.
sometimes it sounds better than some of the stuff we've been getting on Kaleidoscape. And that's not Kaleidoscape. That's how it's mixed.
Yeah. I find that Netflix sounds pretty good too. Netflix usually has really good Atmos mixes.
Yeah, I haven't had Netflix for a couple of years, but I think the last thing I watched was the Atom Project, and that sounded
Yeah.
pretty good if I remember.
Yeah, that's one of the best ones they got. They got that new the trailer, the Rip with
Oh
the
yeah, with
Boston Boys.
Matt Damon and Batfleck.
Yeah, that looks a little, 90s action type of thing, but it looks
Yeah,
good though. They're always good in those heist movies like The Town.
yeah. It's crazy to see them together. Like, they look so old now because I always think of Good Will Hunting. I'm
Yeah.
like, man, these guys were babies. How you like them apples?
I remember watching them on Voyage of the Mimi. I don't know if you remember that or not.
Voyage of the Mimi? Never
It
heard of
was
it.
like they showed it in grade school. I remember in grade school it was about them, I think in Boston, something with whales.
What?
Like they were whale seeing on a boats or something like that.
Matt Damon and
Yeah.
I've never heard of that before.
Voyage
I
of the
have to
Mimi.
look that up.
I'll never forget that. And then later in life, here they are. They're in Goodwill Hunting.
Voyage
But
of the Mimi. Oh wow, $10. Nice.
VHS is the worst format ever. Why do they stop making Blu-ray players and do this?
I
Well,
don't
I
think
think
they're
it's
stopping
just
making Blu-ray
yeah.
players.
I think that's just some guy that just bought a truckload of used VHS players and selling them. So now
So
we've
that
gotten to the bottom of it.
that also kind of makes me wonder though. Okay, so they're not new, so that he must be restoring them. He's selling on on Walmart. How much cut does Walmart take for the sale? Like, how much is this dude actually profiting from doing this? Like, is
They
it
got to take
worth
something.
it? Yeah,
'Cause, I
they got to
mean,
take something.
I mean, if eBay takes money, then Walmart's
Yeah.
definitely got to take some money.
And I guarantee it's more than 15%.
But thanks for the super chat, Marco. Really appreciate that. If you guys want to support the channel, feel free to send a super chat. If you guys want some more Kaleidoscape reviews from me, anyways, send some super chats in. I can afford to do Kaleidoscape reviews. So we got another topic here. We're going to talk about 4K Blu-rays. They've been selling out lately and just becoming harder to buy. I mean, check this out. I know Tron right now, I know you can't get it on Amazon, but these things are like, $52, $63, $109 for Tron Legacy,
That's crazy.
$63, $70. So these things have definitely been kind of selling out. I mean, the same thing happened with, I believe, Kingdom of Heaven as well. That sold out. Let me see if I can bring that up.
Guys, don't pay $60 for
Yeah, don't
a
do it.
Blu-ray on eBay. Just wait.
They're like going out of print and hard to buy.
Well,
Tron.
I mean, the original one was like, you remember the Diamond Edition for Gravity? That thing was, I don't know how much people were selling those for, but you couldn't get that at all for a long time.
Check this out. Kingdom of Heaven is $99.
Why?
That's crazy.
Why? Why would you pay that
Well,
much?
I think because they're not making too many 4K Blu-ray players nowadays. People are apparently not buying as much 4K discs, and then we have all of us, some of the influencers out there, really pushing these discs, and people are just like snapping them up really quick. And
Which is good. I mean, I'm glad
yeah,
that they're selling out because that means that there's a demand, and hopefully, they'll keep making them. But yeah, man, we need to keep 4K discs alive because I would never want to rely on just streaming.
yeah, man, everybody's relying on streaming, so it's like they're making less and less. They're pressing less and less discs. At least these big companies, big studios are just printing less, I guess, and then everybody talking about them on YouTube and stuff like that, and X pumping them up. They're just like really selling out quickly, and prices are just going cray cray.
I will say though, it seems like recently there's been more, at least maybe, it just to me, it seems like there's been more of an outcry on the quality of streaming versus disc. Like I think, obviously it's not the masses, but I think more people are starting to realize like, hey, this isn't as good as, the 4K disc, like streaming stuff. So I don't know if it's going to make a dent as far as, making a comeback with Blu-ray players and stuff. It seems like that's kind of going by the wayside with your few like Magnetar and, Sony's making a couple of them, a few Blu-ray players. But it seems like I've been hearing more and more outcry about, streaming quality. And but the biggest thing though is the streaming quality, but a lot of people are complaining about like, hey, well, Netflix or Amazon or whatever, they can just take whatever movie or TV show off of their servers and then you
Yeah.
can't find it anymore. And then you got to go get a VPN and then you got to go, watch it in, Europe somewhere or something like that. So I think people are starting to realize like these streaming companies aren't necessarily the most trustworthy because at any moment they can just decide to get rid of it or shut down.
Yes, they can. What did I have recently that disappeared on me? You know what happened to me on the what happened to me when I had a Kaleidoscape? I think some people don't think that Kaleidoscape can pull your movies off your hard
Oh
drive.
yeah, I remember this. I know what you're talking about.
So they actually can. I remember I downloaded Mickey 17. They had released that, I don't know, accidentally a week early, or maybe Warner Brothers had pulled the release date. It was pushed back like a week. So I had downloaded it, and then I watched it like that morning of that it downloaded. Then I went to go watch it a couple days later, and I was like, where's my movie? It
I remember you
disappeared.
telling me that.
And then they gave me like a $10 credit. I think they sent out everybody who bought it. They sent out like a
Interesting.
$10 credit. And so the fact is that Kaleidoscape can still even pull your movie as well. Remember when they had Megalopolis also? That was for sale as well, and then I guess is it Scorsese? No,
No, that's
Martin Scorsese. Who directed this?
Francis
Ford
Francis.
Coppola.
Yeah.
Yeah. So instead of putting his movie out on like 4K disc and on the Kaleidoscape, they I guess he decided to not sell it to own at that time. So instead of being able to own it on the Kaleidoscape, they switched it over to rental, and then it just totally disappeared.
What?
So now I don't know if they put it back on the store or not, but if you're under the impression that Kaleidoscape cannot pull your movies off your disc, off your hard drive, they can also do that as well.
More controversy. So with Megalopolis, did it like even the poster was gone? Like, or could you like click on the poster and then you wouldn't play? It was just gone from your poster wall.
Yeah, yeah, it's just gone.
Interesting.
Bye bye, all gone.
Huh.
So I guess technically,
I wonder how that works.
technically, the safest way is to buy physical media. Listen, I have nothing against Kaleidoscape. I'm just gonna put it out there. It's very much. It's got the quality of physical media, but maybe the reliability of streaming, some tactics of streaming.
That's the first time I've seen that or heard of that.
Well, you heard it here first, guys. Which one was 4K Blu-rays are selling out? Let's move over to the next topic of the day. Perlisten
Boom.
A-Series. Let me give it the horn. So these are now available for pre-sale, pre-order on my retailer of
Audio
choice,
advice.
Audio Advice. So we got a few different models here. We got the Perlisten Audio A4T. This is
Those
each
prices, man. It's nice.
$3,500. We got the A3T, which is like the baby. Well, it's like the less expensive version of the R5T,
R-Series.
which I have. $2,500.
That's not bad.
That's an in-wall speaker, which is not part of it. We have the bookshelf model, which is $1,800, A3M. On-wall surround speaker / overhead speaker, or if you just want to make these as your main speakers, $995, $1,000 for these guys. A2S.
Nice.
I'm intrigued by those.
So am I.
And then I think that's it right there.
Do that?
So
They
you
don't
get-
have a center channel?
I guess you would just take this. I mean,
Huh. I mean,
you
yeah,
you
you
just
could
turn it on its side. Yeah,
Yeah.
wouldn't matter. So, real affordable, man. $1,000 is the cheapest model. Then it kind of doubles every step up.
That's not bad. So they're expanding their
Portfolio.
and making it accessible. And I know some people, and yeah, $2,000 for speakers still not cheap. But if you look at how much
Yeah.
the other ones cost $3,400, $3,500, and it's funny because we talked about this like a year ago. They showed up overseas,
Yep, in China.
and we were like, oh, this is probably never going to come here. But I wonder if it was demand or if they got good feedback or if that was just always their plan to start in China and then release it over here. But
Because I remember we had had released a little video on it last year sometime. And it was just like China only. It's never coming to the United States. But I guess they got a lot of good feedback on it. Like, we need this
Must have.
affordable speaker.
and maybe it was one of those things where like, hey, we'll release this in China, and then like you said, like if we get good feedback, then maybe send it out to some people and see what they think. And yeah, I mean, obviously it's doing well. Yeah, I was gonna ask about the specs because I haven't had a chance to.
Yeah,
look
so
at
this
it.
is the A4T, the big tower. So frequency response 36 to 24K. So good extension. But in-room extension 28 hertz at -6 dB, and then 19 hertz
Wow.
at -10 dB. So that's pretty good bass.
That is.
That is for the big boy tweeter. We got, so it doesn't have the DPC array where it's got the tweeter and the two kind of mid drivers, mid tweets. It just has the two 215 millimeter woofers and then the 35 millimeter composite Teteron dome tweeter. I don't know what Teteron is, but it's got it.
Me either. 113 dB, 50 watts is all you need to power it, minimum.
these are growing on me. I thought they were kind of ugly, but I think they're kind of cool looking.
Yeah. But I heard that I'm curious because I saw an Audio Devices video. They said that there's optional grills in. I'm like, does the
Yeah.
grill sit behind the tweeter waveguide thing,
Oh, yeah, that's
or is
true.
it just one big like grill that covers all of them?
I guess when Eric comes on, we'll have to ask him because I know the grills for the S and the R. I believe they're pricey. They're like $100 each
Dang,
for these little round
that's
magnets.
crazy.
Yeah, $100. So this is the A3T. Let's look at the specs on this one. Whoops. Oh, here we go. So response. So it looks like 27 kilohertz is their top end limit. 33 hertz to 24 in-room extension, 26 hertz to 17 hertz, negative 10 dB. That is impressive.
That's not bad at all. I wonder if they're gonna come out with any A-series subwoofers, or if they're just gonna say, hey, we're not doing a subline for that.
Oh yeah, I mean they got that little baby 8-incher.
That's true.
So this is their bookshelf model, which is the A3M.
Very
Frequency
interesting.
response. I mean, this is pretty good too. 40 hertz in-room extension down to 31 hertz. I don't know why the top end would change 24 hertz, 27 hertz.
Isn't that around the same as the R series bookshelf?
Well, the R series still has that DPC array.
Yeah, but I mean the frequency response, because I want to. It
let's
might
see.
go a little bit lower, but
Let's see, where's the R5T? Hold on a second here. Sorry, that was my wife.
gotta answer the wife.
Gotta answer. She'll start blowing up a phone. Where are you? Where is the R5T? Here we go. R5T. So the R5T, 8,000
Ooh.
bucks. Wait, is that each? Oh my god.
Dang,
that
they
go
went
up?
up.
Did that go up in price?
I think so.
Was it always 8,000?
I don't think so. I want to say it was like
I feel like it was
closer to 6 or something.
Really? I thought it was 4,000 each. Huh.
Interesting.
I have those. Anybody want to buy a pair? No, got a pair. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. All right, so the R5T is where's the specs on that?
80
base
hertz, 80 to 20.
20. Yeah. Huh. So the cheaper ones go down a little bit lower.
Interesting.
Oh, in-room extension. My bad. Yeah, it goes down to like 17.
Huh.
Okay. Well, I'm sure this has a better tweeter.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's the S5. My bad. It's the S5.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's why it's $8,000. Yeah, damn, we can't read. R17.
But I don't think were those 8 before though.
R5T. All right.
R5T. Yeah, there we go.
So the R5T.
Yeah, there you go.
So yeah, that went at $400. It was $4,000 each. Now it went up $400. So in room
Tariffs.
yeah. 24 hertz is 38. So still goes down a little bit
Okay.
lower. So cheap ones have a bit deeper bass.
Hmm.
Not bad though.
Not bad at all.
Yeah. Good price.
Those monitors are very appealing.
You're supposed to get some in, right? For review?
I don't know. Hopefully, I asked about them, but I know he said that they were kind of limited right now, so I don't know when. But
What kind of speakers you have now? You got the JTRs, right?
yeah, those are in the living room. So I have the JTRs
Oh.
in the living room.
Gotcha. gotcha.
I actually was supposed to ship those off to a new reviewer, but he hasn't. He asked me about them. I might still do one. I was gonna try to do a living room setup. Actually, I was gonna do one like the same time you did yours, and I was waiting on something to get in, and I never got it in, so I never did it. But yeah, they're still sitting out there in the living room.
Huh. Well, I think you're about due for some new home theater speakers. These could be it.
Yeah, could be it. A-series.
Yeah. I mean, I like these angled. I like their angled speakers. I really contemplated about doing all R,
R
wedge
series.
shaped ones.
Oh, all the way
I-
around. Yeah.
Yeah, because they're small enough to stay out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
But then I knew I'd be like, I need more bass. But I mean, these are $1,000.
I mean, you got like 8 subwoofers. So. At a 21-inch.
It's never ending in home theater. You always want different speakers. And these ones here, these are a bit more limited on bass, but still pretty good. 50 hertz and 41 hertz in-room extension for little surround speakers. That goes down deeper than mine. The 661s. And I'm assuming
that's cheap, man.
Yeah,
that's a great price. Yeah, you could do that all the way around.
Yeah,
and that's doable. You get you a acoustically transparent screen.
For like a smaller room, like a 13 by 13 space, 13 by 14 space or something. These would rock. A couple.
I could actually do that in my room, except for the center channel though, because I don't have the center. I'd have to give like an actual center channel, but like I could put all those, and then those are good too for wides, because our current Trinnov owners are getting the update for the wides, right? For the Dolby Atmos. What is it called now? Version 2 or something?
Yeah, Dolby Surround, like version 2 or something like that.
But that means that, will it upmix or will these studios have to start mixing with the wide channels?
Nah, it'll upmix to it.
Nice.
For the wides, yeah. Kind of like Neural X does.
Okay.
So the question is for you guys, are you going to be interested in the Perlisten A-Series? Does it intrigue you? Do you have Perlisten R-Series, S-Series? Do you feel let down that you could have went a little bit cheaper and saved a little bit more money? Or are you moving on from another brand of speakers? Somebody had left a comment. It seems like a Rendell might be scared of these speakers. Hence, this is a response to Rendell. I think it's the other way around. But what are your thoughts? Are you going to pick up some Perlisten A-Series? I'm intrigued. I might get a pair myself. Leave your comments down below. Let us know.
Where are the comments? Oh, there they are. Okay, I was going to say, I can't see the comments. I see them now.
I think we had another super chat here.
Oh,
this is
nice.
From It's Kid. Spare change under the couch. What's up, Shane? Appreciate the content. Thank you for the super chat, Mitsu Kid. Really appreciate it. Feel free to send in a super chat if you want to support the channel and me and what Haterade do.
Much appreciated if you do.
Did we have something else? Let me look at my topic list really quick. We'll get to some of your questions at the end of this here. We got to the Perlisten A-Series. Get one more. So let me share this really quick. Oops. Let's go.
We got another super chat.
Oh shoot! We'll get to that second here. Boom, boom, boom. So this video should be coming out this week. This is the Lyngdorf MP-60 2.1 processor. I'm not sure if we brought this up last week, but I'll bring it up again.
I don't think so.
So I had Lee from Lyngdorf stop down yesterday, and then we ran through like a whole calibration and setup of this. This is a 16-channel processor. It's got HDMI 2.1, handles 8K 60, so you guys are covered for gaming and all that stuff. 14 channels. I hooked up 14 channels and like 2 subwoofers. And wait, did I do that? No, I think I did 3 subwoofers and then the rest, 13 channels. So this has Room Perfect, which I got to try out finally after like 5 years of looking at Macintosh and then Lyngdorf processors. Finally got to try Room Perfect, and I guess the whole idea is to not so much EQ your speakers, but to EQ the room, so you keep the characteristics of your speakers intact while digitally manipulating, kind of pseudo giving you room correction. What's the word? Room absorption or whatever it is, without actually having a lot of absorption or treatment, room treatment.
Kind of like art?
Is it like art? I think art redirects bass to competent speakers. This is sort of correcting the room. Okay. As their philosophy, I guess. I think he explained it more in the video, but it sounded pretty good. I mean, as far as like, processing sound, throwing sounds here and there. Very convincing. Very convincing, I will say. I mean, I'm still kind of checking out a few movies here and there. We played a little bit of music. The first go around with Room Perfect not to my liking. So I did mess around for a few hours yesterday after he left, and I got it to a nice satisfactory level. So if you guys are interested in the Lyngdorf processors, these are supposedly also upgradable as well. So I mean, this has been like year 4 or 5 of this chassis, and it does have like a upgradable architecture. So if there's like a new version of HDMI, or if they wanted to add more channels, stuff like that, then this is capable of such things, much like the Trinov and Storm processors, which is a little strange because I think this is definitely competent enough to be in the same league, but nobody really talks about this processor for some reason. I mean, it costs as much as those guys' 16 channel versions, but I think they're gonna start. I think you'll probably start seeing more reviews of these processors coming out soon, and it's definitely in that upper echelon, upper tier of processors. So, just a little sneak peek of the review that's I'm working on, which should be out this week.
But 16, they only have 16 channels. Their flagship. They don't have anything that goes above that.
They have that's the Lyngdorf processor. They also have a Steinway Lyngdorf processor. I think people know Steinway Lyngdorf from the pianos, those big grand pianos, and they have a version of that one that is expandable up to 256 channels.
What?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
256.
I guess the processor. I don't know if you string different processors together, but everything goes through AES, kind of like what
I
the
was going
Storm
to say,
does.
that has to
Which
be.
Triniv's doing.
Yeah.
So it all connects to their amplifiers digitally. Their amps are like they're expensive. They're super expensive, like way more expensive than Trinov and Storm. So you can like string together a bunch of different amps, and then you can just light up. The processor would just do 256
Interesting.
channels.
I wonder what applications is that even being used in, like real world.
Well, I think the cinemas are 126, I believe, 126 channels.
Yeah.
So how is it processing? I mean, I guess regular Dolby Atmos, True HD, whatever DTS is only 14 channels, and then with the use of objects, it could fly
64.
around the other speakers.
Yeah.
At least for the home mix,
Home,
I
yeah.
guess it's 14. Because he was telling me that they didn't want to go beyond 16 because Atmos is only 14 channels, but I said the extra channels, the dynamic objects, can scale to different channels. But I guess he wasn't totally sold on that. I guess Lyngdorf maybe isn't totally sold on that idea. But I know, all of us Trinov owners know, if you have more than 16 channels, it can 100% scale up to higher channel counts.
Yep.
So that is in the works, and whoops. We have one more super chat here. Let's get to that. This is from Walberto Rivas. Youthman said, nobody is getting review speakers until next year. I just ordered them blind.
Let's talk about Perlisten.
Woo! Congrats, Walberto, on your... I'm
A-Series?
sure you're going to like them. I mean, the S-Series are awesome. The R-Series are awesome. I would assume they probably would sound very similar to those because both of those speakers are kind of neutral sounding speakers. Maybe not to everyone's taste. Everybody has different tastes. If you
That's
don't
true.
like neutral speakers, you might not like Perlisten speakers. But if you want something that can take to EQ rather nicely, you can make them a little bit brighter. You can make them softer. I've always found that Perlisten speakers can do that. But everyone has different tastes. Just because you don't like them doesn't mean they are a bad speaker. So keep that in mind. Anybody that thinks Perlisten is overpriced or not as exciting sounding.
To each his own.
Yes, that is true. And one thing that we are working on coming up towards the end of the year, we're going to be doing our end of the year awards ceremony. So be on the lookout for that. We're going to have some different categories like projectors, maybe processors. I know which one's going to win yours because you've only had one.
Right?
Possibly subwoofers, speakers, and maybe streamers. I've had a couple streamers in. Oh, definitely. Yeah, I said projectors already. I've never reviewed so many projectors in my whole
Man, this year,
7 years of being on YouTube.
it's crazy, man. It's kind of like I feel a little bit overwhelmed.
Yeah.
But at least we have exposure to see like, okay, I've seen this. I've seen the lifestyle projectors. I've seen the long throw projectors. I've seen the little. So there's a lot out there, man, for people, different applications. If you don't have a completely dedicated home theater, there's something out there for everybody that you can start with. I mean that Nebula one that we have, that one's, you know, mainly geared towards outdoor.
Mm.
So that's we're both going to be doing. That one's an interesting piece of equipment.
Well, let me bring that up here. What is it? The X1 Pro? It's so
Yeah.
weird. There's already like so many reviews out too.
I know, but they told us to wait.
Yeah, doing us dirty like that, man.
Yeah,
Dude,
so
you're not gonna get any views either.
I know. So both Shane and I have this project. Actually, I just shot some stuff. It's in my theater, but we both have this projector for review.
Yeah, I mean it's super cool. Did you
Yeah,
hook
it's
yours up
cool.
yet?
I hooked it up. I haven't. I just shot some B-roll of like video of some different movies, but I haven't. I still need to do like all my B-roll and stuff and take the stuff out because there's also two microphones in there.
Yeah.
Like so, if you want to do like karaoke or something, there's two microphones. So on the top it pops out. They got all these compartments that pop out. You've got the remote and two microphones. Then it's got Dolby Atmos. So you've got what, four speakers or yeah, four speakers that pop out, slide out. You can put so it's geared towards. You can use this inside, but I think the main thing they're trying to shoot for is outdoor, because you've got that, and I think I've got it coming too. But you've got that big o 200 inch 200 inch screen that it comes with, that an inflatable screen, massive. So yeah, you can take this thing outside if you go camping or something, or if you want to do like an outdoor kids thing. You take this out there, and it's got like it'll do its thing where it'll see the screen and it'll adjust the lens and everything. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, the auto keystone.
Auto keystone, yeah.
This, let me see if I can bring it up here. Live stream. No, I can't do that. I was gonna show my editing, show my thing, Premiere Pro. Can I show that?
You should be, yeah. It should
Live
show up.
stream
It's a program.
I was gonna show my whole screen. I don't want to show the whole thing.
Oh yeah, I don't know how Edmux does it, but like
Yeah.
you should be
Yeah.
able to just share the.
Let me see. Share screen. Oh, there we go. Wait, no, that's us. That's us.
A world within a world.
Inception. EV Mux Inception. Live stream. Oh, here we go. Premiere. Oh, that's just showing my scopes. All right. Well, guess it's not working. I have a separate monitor here, which I put my scopes on. Oh, you know what? We could bring it really quick. Hold on. Let me cover this real quick here. No, let me close that. And another super chat from Alberto. I was
Wow.
actually going to buy an Arendal system. A what system? With 5 bed and 4 Atmos for like 8K. Found out Perlisten was selling A-Series and spent 12K on just bed.
Wow.
Shout out the
12K just a bit.
Yeah, I think you're gonna be happy, Alberto. I mean, I love my Perlisten speakers. They're kind of my go-to reference for 2-channel comparisons because they're such a neutral speaker. Always easy to compare with such a neutral speaker. Kind of the differences with other brands. So that's why I have them.
When Doyle had his home theater, I mean, that's really the only home theater Perlisten. I mean, I've heard him at the shows, but hearing him in someone's house, I mean, it was, he had that with the Storm audio, and then that was an impressive system.
Yeah, too bad he got rid of him. Did he? Where'd he get rid of him at?
Some website he showed me. I don't remember where, but some website that I hadn't heard of before. So yeah, that was a pretty impressive system. Yeah, because he had the D2. No, he had the D15s. He had 4 of those.
For
He had 4 of those, and then he had a I think a 10 inch or 12 inch in the back, and then he ended up stacking the two in the front. I was just like, dude, man, like it was pretty crazy.
So he was going to get the rental system. How are you getting along with yours when you had yours?
Me,
Yeah.
it's still pretty good. I mean, I enjoy it. Sounds good. I've never had any issues with them. They seem like they're pretty easy to EQ. But yeah, I'm excited to hopefully get a chance to demo some Perlisten speakers. But yeah, I mean, it's still I still enjoy my system. It's still rocking.
Yeah, I know you've been itching to upgrade though.
Yeah, those I was supposed to get the I'm still supposed to get the Perlisten R-Series, but now that they have the A-Series, I'm like, so my question is, can you how well will they mix and match if you have like a series up front for your LCR, and then I'm sorry, R series for your LCR, and then A series everything else. You know.
Well, the tweeter is definitely going to be different.
Yeah, the tutor's going to be
Tweets.
different, but I'm sure like, and that's why I was like, if you do like a R series for the LCR, that would be fine. But let's say I wanted to do A series for the heights or surrounds, like I'm pretty sure that you probably wouldn't notice that much of a difference with all the stuff going on. But
Yeah.
as far as the LCR, I would go with the R series.
I think mentally you would know and you'd want to change out.
Yeah, probably. Another one?
Are you still doing RBH
Wow.
speakers or are you moving on from them? What?
Double
Dolby
vision.
Vision on
Oh,
projectors? What are your thoughts?
I don't know if that's ever gonna happen on long throws.
Are we going for the 2-for-1 Mitsu Kit 82? All right.
That's $2.50 per question.
So yeah, I still have RBH speakers. I right now I have the Procellas in actually that I swapped out for the RBHs because I'm reviewing them. But I actually shipped out what was it, 8, 9, 10. I shipped out 11 of the RBHs this past week. I am going to be moving those small little baby 661s out for the 821s. I did review the 821s a few weeks back, I think last month, which I got a good amount of views on. So apparently a lot of people have watched that video. So I liked them so much that I had requested to send these ones back to them. Just in case you guys think that we get to keep everything that we review. We do
I
not.
wish.
Those were those 660 ones were just on loan. So I am getting another set of RBH 821s to replace all the 661s. So I still do like the RBH speakers. It's just the bigger ones. They go a little bit harder. They sound a little bit more deeper, a little chestier, and the tweeters are just way better than the 661s because it's got the rather than the 1-inch ribbon tweeter AMT on the 61s. These have the 1 by 5 inch AMT tweeter on the 821s, which was way more detailed than the 661. So I'm excited to see what this sounds like. All 18 channels.
That'll
So it
be
should be pretty
interesting.
fun.
When are you getting those in?
I think those shipped out either today or they're shipping them Monday. So I'm assuming probably Monday because he didn't text me any tracking number yet. So that should be up. I'll probably do maybe not a full on like review, but I'll probably just do like a hey I'm swapping out vlog or something like that. And then I wanted to have these in for the new home theater tour video for 2026. Is 26 next year? Yeah, so that'll kick off my January home theater tour with the bigger RBH speakers. And I might throw a little mini review in that little tour video. But other than that, I mean, everything else is pretty much the same. Just once you get everything turned off, where else can you go for
Yeah.
processor and amps? And then media player. I got the Z2 player. I got the same 4K Blu-ray player, the Panasonic, still like the go-to player.
You have the UB
And
9000 or the
yeah, the 9000.
yeah. Everybody, I still haven't heard that one or reviewed that one, but everyone keeps saying like, oh, Oppo, who cares about Oppo? This is the best player. I'm like, I don't know about that. I mean, yeah, I think
Yeah.
they have the dynamic tone mapping that Oppo doesn't have, but it seems like that's the only selling point over the Oppo. The newer ones.
I sold mine the second they went out of business, and they started going up in price. I sold my Oppo for $1,200 on eBay.
Yeah.
Paid what I paid $499 for it. So
You had the 203, right?
yeah,
Yeah, I think it was. I was trying to. I think it was 500 because I pre-ordered mine. I got it at launch. Yeah, I think it was 500, and then when they went out of business, people were like, "Oh man, they're selling them like crazy." And I went online on Amazon. They were like $1,700, and I was like, "Man, do I want to sell mine?" And I almost thought about it, but I was like, "Nah, I'm gonna keep it. I don't think I'm ever gonna sell it."
what your Oppo?
Yeah, I still have the 203.
Sell that mess. When was the last time you used it?
I use it. I use it a couple times a year. So every once in a while, if there's a movie I have that's like, for whatever reason I can't rip the disc, one of those discs where it won't let me rip it, I'll put it in the Blu-ray player. I'm like, man, like I forgot how good this thing is, but yeah, it's still sitting there. I use it. I'd say 3 or 4 times a year, but
I would just sell it by Panasonic. Well, Panasonic is still $1,000, so you wouldn't really be
I don't understand
getting
how
too much money.
how there was so much more than Oppo. Because I mean, maybe Oppo had more of the market share, so they could sell them a little bit cheaper, knowing they were going to sell
Well,
more. But
the Panasonic's built way better.
oh yeah, that's the
Yeah,
thing solid. That the magnetars are built basically the same way. So I'm
yeah.
curious to see how much better these newer ones are going to be.
Plus, I think the Panasonic did better upscaling too. Actually, Panasonic was better than Magnetar and the Revon for upscaling.
Mm,
Not that I have ever watched anything 1080p on my Blu-ray player,
yeah.
but it did better job at upscaling. As far as Dolby Vision on projectors, I mean, you can only get them on the DLPs. Like the Nebula, does the Nebula have it? It does, right?
I think so. Yeah, I have to check the. I think it does though. Um, Nebula, and then all like a lot of the ultra short throw lifestyle projectors. Like I know the Hisense has it, right? The one that you reviewed.
Yeah.
I've done some Anchor ones that have. What did I do? Oh, and I think the BenQ have some.
No, BenQ doesn't have it.
Oh, it's
Surprisingly.
HDR10 Plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
What was the one? Oh, it's Valerian. Valerian has
Valerian. Yep.
Dolby Vision. So yeah, long throw projectors. I don't think they're ever gonna like the only one that I could see like is probably maybe the Epson QL7000. If they wanted to, it could
If they
probably
want to.
get, but I mean they have to pay for the licensing. So
Yeah, this one does it.
okay, yeah, that yeah, it is. So yeah, I mean you can hook up you know Zedu or a Blu-ray player that does Dolby Vision. You can get Dolby Vision on it. I mean you can put that sucker outside and get Dolby Vision. I'm not sure that's the selling point for most people, but you can do it. But yeah,
Yeah.
long throw projectors, I don't think that's ever gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't see Sony and JVC adopting it anytime soon.
No.
Maybe if they go to like something as bright as the Epson, maybe they'll do it.
Yeah.
Possibly.
But like I don't know what the licensing is on that. So I'm sure the cost would go up considerably.
But like at the same time, we have. I think if you're getting a quality, like a higher end projector like Sony or JVC, maybe Epson,
Video processor.
um, yeah, you're gonna have like a MadVR or Lumigen, which is
Yeah.
kind of the same, basically the same thing as Dolby Vision.
Yeah. And then yeah, because now you can just get a MadVR NV Core or Core Mark
Yeah,
II. I mean there's five grand, 6 grand. If you're spending $30,000 on a projector, you probably have the money to get at least a Core.
yeah.
So
What did you Thanks for the super chat, Mitsuke. I really appreciate
what are
that.
you up to? Like $30
Thank
already?
you.
You
I
got
don't know.
like two $10 super chats and like 2 5s.
I'm gonna retire tonight.
Oh, watch out for those Classcape reviews.
I know. I got enough for a Cloudescape review. What review on the Cloudescape do you want to see me do?
What $40 Classcape review? Man, did the F1 go
I
down
would.
yet?
I want to get F1 on the Cloudescape but I've heard that F1 on the Cloudescape sounds just as low as the iTunes version. So it's
That's a
like
shame.
I would hate to spend $40 on F1. It
Yeah, I'm
sounds
not
like
spending that. Let me see.
garbage.
F1. Is it still 40? Yep, still 39.99.
Yeah,
Nope, I'm gonna wait.
Superman dropped to $35.
That was like what, 2 weeks ago? Because that's not
Yeah,
even. Is there a date yet for the disc?
yeah, it's coming. I got mine is coming in like another week, I think.
Oh, nice. Hopefully, I'll
Uh,
get some more views on the review once that comes out.
I got you had did you send back that Epson 7000?
Yeah, I sent it off.
Oh, you
Man,
sent
that
it back.
was almost a month ago already.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Did you
because
hook up the Sony?
no, not yet. Because I have the Nebula in there right now. So man, I might not get to it until after I come back from Kansas City next week.
Hmm.
Because that Nebula is big, man. It's like I have to. So in order for me to get the proper distance from my screen, I basically have to take my second row and I have to split the two chairs, and then I have to put a like a little nightstand or end table. I have to put the projector on that, and then I can cast it. But because um I was supposed to start building a new hush box because I'm gonna have a hush box with um, two projectors, but my dad got really sick a couple months ago, and then we just haven't been able to do it. I still have to buy some of the materials, but I want to have it to where my projector stays there, and then right next to it, I'll have it's gonna have sliding shelves to come out, but the other one's just gonna be where I can just swap out projectors, and I don't have to touch mine because that's the only reason why. Like I could put other projectors up where mine is, but then I'd have to move it back, and then I have to like I'm not doing all that, so it's just easier for me to just have it on the second row and do it like that. It's the same distance as my Epson.
I guess you don't know. Have a thought on the Epson versus Sony yet? I guess you will soon enough. I mean,
Yeah.
I would still own the Epson. I could,
Oh,
for
if I
that
had if I
brightness.
had the money, yeah, I
Yeah,
would even buy the 3000 QL 3000 because
yeah,
that one's 6000 nits. I would still, if I had the money, I would buy that one too. But man, that yeah, and it's crazy that because I think you did the same thing, but I had mine at 35% brightness.
yeah. You turn it all the way down, it's
Yeah.
still brighter than the Sony.
35% brightness, I was getting, I forgot what I put, but I think on mine, at 100% brightness, I can get like 250 nits. At 35% on the on the QL 7000, I was getting like 300 or something. It's like, what? But they're like, yeah, with your screen size, distance, like we recommend 35%. I mean,
It's like
I forgot,
zero.
yeah, I forgot to record some stuff and put it in the review, but I did turn it up to 100% when I had it just to see it. I was like, man, this is wild. Like it's hard to describe unless you've seen it. I mean, you saw
Yeah,
it. And
yeah.
you had
It's
yours at
super
what,
bright.
45% too, right?
Nah, I just rocked it 100% all the
Oh,
way.
you did?
Yeah,
Well, you got a bigger screen too. I mean,
yeah.
what 150?
Even at the lowest setting, which I think is 35%.
Yeah, that's as low as it'll go.
Yeah, it was still brighter than the JVC NZ9.
That's
I was like,
crazy,
I was
man.
like, my God, I was like, this is just like insane brightness. I mean, it's hard to go after I did the Epson first and then the NZ9. I was just like, oh, I was like, why is this why is this NZ9 30 grand? It's so dull.
Yep. And then you throw a video processor on. It's like just man, the HDR like it's amazing, man. Like mine, I love the way mine looks with the Mad VR core and the QL, the QB 1000, but the QL 7000 with the processor on it was beautiful, man. Perfect. And it's like
Yeah.
it doesn't come through on YouTube. Like we can make all the videos, we can have all our camera settings and everything perfect, but it just doesn't come through the same because YouTube compresses the crap out of it.
Maybe if you had a red V Raptor
Oh
XE with
yeah,
17 plus stops with dynamic range.
yeah, that might make a difference. Get a little MKBHD up in here.
Yes. I'm
MKB Shanley.
I'm resisting the urge to buy a red camera.
You're gonna have to start every video with. By the way, this was shot on a red camera.
Every video is shot for IMAX.
Yeah. I got to.
Uh,
Shane's got to send this video off to a colorist.
question from John Vassia, who's a YouTube member. Hi Shane, I have two D212 subs and one D215. How would you put these in a 21-foot by 14-foot room? Oh, it sounds almost
That's,
like my
I
size
was gonna
room.
say. I assume the 14 is the width, right?
Yeah, I would assume so.
That's a pretty
I would have
good
to
size
be.
room.
Yeah. I mean, I would put the 15 in the back and the double 12s front corners. Like a little triangle
Is
at the
that
end of
his
it.
room, or is that just what is that? that picture?
Oh, that's it looks like his room.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe. Got a lot of red curtains in there. Fan of the red. What are those Bowers? Older Bowers and Wilkins?
That's what I was trying to see what the.
Older Bowers or Paradigm? I'll let John Vassia
What's
tell
the
us.
ceiling height?
Oh yeah, what is the ceiling height? Is it a basement? It looks pretty tall.
Yeah. It
But I
looks
would do
like.
two. I would do two in the corners, one in the back. What would you do? I think you're gonna get more
I would do the
pressurization
same.
in front. Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, or you can just switch them around and try. I would just try both ways. One up. Well, no, you'd
Yeah.
have to do two in the front because if that's his room, where's he gonna? He can't put that one in the front middle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
that's what I would do. And, whoopsie. And another one
Dang.
from Alberto.
Rivas has got some. That's $30.
Damn, I might have to buy F1 after all. Might have to buy F1.
Man.
Tell the truth. Why is that everyone hyped up the Arendelle, but no one has them in their personal system other than Haterade?
Well, Shane had them first.
I did have them first.
That's how I found out about them.
Blame me for that little hyped up situation there.
Yeah,
No-
I don't
no-
know. We don't really ever see her like actual full systems.
Where's my shout out Arendelle for hyping you guys up? Again, no love from Arendelle for putting them on the map. So yeah, you made the right choice going with Perlisten.
I think Via Man is the only other one that has some like
When
his
you-
full set.
Coming from your system, you going over to Doyle's system, were you like, oh wow, these are just more detailed than my speakers?
So he actually had his height channels were Arndahl's. I'm trying to remember which
Yeah.
one. I think he had the actual bookshelf. No, he had the angled the height channel. But yeah, it was just more. I mean, just more power, man. I mean, at that time, I didn't have the Trinov. I think I was using the Emotiva, so still a good processor, but there's just so much more headroom, so much more power, and yeah, detail was definitely better. But yeah, because he had the R7Ts all the way around, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then he had the angled ones for his surrounds. And then I think the second time I went over there, he had the S5T. What is the lower or the one right below the S7T tower?
Oh, the
Is it
S5T.
5? Yeah, S5T. Yeah. He had two of those in the back, I think, for like back surrounds or something. But man, yeah, it's just the power in there was just ridiculous, and the headroom. He had so much headroom. It's crazy. So I mean, I don't know about the new Arndals, but
Yeah, those are cool too. Mitsu Kid. Yeah, but the quality in Endgame is what I want, and Shane's review sold me. Oh, what? Oh, we got Danny R now. Danny R is a member of Patreon.
nice.
Oh, by the way, if you guys want to support the channel even more, we do have Patreon channels as well. What is my Patreon channel? I don't know. Is it Patreon? No, it's Patreon. Patreon.com/Shane Lee.
How many subscribers do you have or members do you have? Oh, what they call them on there? Members, Patreon member, I guess.
How many do I have? I have no idea. I've got
100
194 members.
Nice.
Boop, boop. 194 members. Guys, if you guys want to support the channel, either me or Haterade, we both have Patreons. Patreon.com/Shane Lee. Show some love and support. Plus, we're always chatting all day long, all times of the day. We have the community chat there, which we're always talking stuff, smack about everybody else, and upcoming things coming up, deals, and always selling some stuff. So there's always good stuff going over on Patreon.com/Shane Lee. You got Patreon too, right?
Yeah, it's in my bio. If you go to my YouTube You know, if you click on the YouTube page and go to the info or whatever, it's in there, and then it's usually in the in my video description. So
I had a starred comment here somewhere. So it looks like Percy Bedford remembers watching Voyage of the Mimi in middle school. Look at that.
I looked this up. I've never seen this, never heard of this. I don't know. Maybe, where did you guys go to school? We didn't get that in Texas. And what you said, it was elementary school they showed this?
Yeah, yeah, grade school. Yep.
Interesting.
Danny R, when will your Alexander Revisited 4K arrive? Yeah, I just found out that Alexander was on 4K Blu-ray. Did you know this?
What movie is this?
Alexander.
Alexander?
Yeah, I had no idea.
I'm
Alexander
not
4K.
Alexander.
You had to have seen Alexander. You saw Braveheart, right?
A long time ago. Alexander. Oh, you talking? Is that the one with Brad Pitt?
No, that's Troy.
Troy. Oh yeah, no, I've never seen this movie. Oh, okay. I know the album art, but yeah.
Yeah, it's got Penguin in it, which I know you didn't see.
Danny DeVito.
No, man, the new Penguin.
What is his name?
The Irishman.
Yeah. Why am I forgetting his name?
What's his name? Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell.
So it's got Colin Farrell, Angelina Jolie, directed by Oliver Stone. I just found out this came out today, so I picked it up today. So I should be getting that soon. And it's got a Dolby Atmos mix, too. Oh, this is from Shout. It's from Shout.
Oh,
Okay.
Shout. Okay.
Maybe that's why I didn't hear about it. Usually I don't follow what these boutique labels do.
Was Shout did horror, or is that?
Nah, they do I guess if the major studios don't want to do it, they dump them off to the smaller boutique brands.
Interesting.
Now I didn't know it was from Shout, so now I'm thinking that the Atmos probably sucks on it.
Oh, they don't do good Atmos.
I don't know. You know, these boutique labels, sometimes they don't get the stems for all the original mixes.
I was wondering how that works with these boutique labels. Like, is there someone from the studio that like goes and works with them and does the audio mix, or is it like just, hey, you guys do what you want with the audio? I would think that there would be like director's intent somewhere in there.
Yeah, I don't think Oliver Stone went to Shout and was like, let me supervise this with you. Because I would think he would have done that with Warner Brothers.
Right.
Is this Warner Brothers? I think it's Warner Brothers.
So they just basically just have their own discretion in how they.
I think so. Like maybe somebody knows. If you know in the chat.
That's kind of. I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, but
because you're messing with the director's intent. You know, like.
Yeah, I think the only one that I like from Shout or from Arrow recently was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2003. I thought that's only I reviewed that last week, 2 weeks ago. And I usually don't do these boutique reviews because sometimes I just think it just looks like a bad upscale, but this one was actually pretty good. I think they might have used AI because some shots of Jessica Biel looked like super good. It looked like too clean sometimes. But that's the last boutique thing that I reviewed. So
yeah, I've never seen this movie.
I don't think it did too well at the box office, but I recall kind of liking it though. What, 2005, 2008?
Okay, so I was just it was 2005. I was just out a couple years out of high school. I wasn't really I was into movies, but not like I am now. So I remember seeing the cover. I never saw this one.
When did that come? Hey Google, when did Alexander the movie come out?
In the United States of America, Alexander came out on November 24th, 2004.
2004.
Oh yeah, so that was a year after I graduated.
That was a year off. Well, that's Alexander. Did you guys watch Alexander Revisited from Shout? How did it look on 4K? And how was the Dolby Atmos? Leave a comment and let us know. Don't buy F1. It sounds just as bad on Kscape.
I mean, I'm gonna buy it just so that I have it, but I'm like super bummed out because, I mean, it seems like everybody's saying that it's, I know Shane talked about it, but Doesn't seem like anybody. But see, that's the thing though. I have had a couple people, which we were talking about last week, about like, oh, it sounded. Somebody else hit me up on my video too about something we were talking about. That, oh, it sounds great on my system. Like, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, and one of the things that I said in the comments too was like, you know, when you run your room correction on these processors or receivers, sometimes like Odyssey, it'll do some weird stuff. It might say, hey, there's a null or there's something going on with your speakers up here. I'm going to boost it. So maybe it sounds good because when after you ran the correction, it boosted some of the levels. I don't know. But if majority of people are saying that it sucks and there's like a few people that says this is great, something's not right there.
Mm-hmm. I heard that they played F1 at Cedia for some demos,
Yeah, I did see that.
which I find very strange.
So maybe there was some boosting
Yeah,
going on
so
there.
I spoke to somebody in the industry that was at Cedia today about why do some of these rooms use these jank demo clips where we know they have weak bass and we know the Atmos sucks on it, but yet you'll still see a lot of these demos being played at all these showroom floors. And apparently all those guys, they juice up the subwoofers. They all juice up the Atmos height effects. So you're not actually going to these showrooms, these show demos, and getting an actual real calibrated representation of what the audio should sound like. You're hearing a very amped up mix. So if you're hearing dual 50-inch or 64-inch subwoofers in a demo, they probably have their subs boosted by like 20 dB just to give you that wow factor.
Yeah. Yeah, because what's the point of going to a big old showroom if you got, 50-inch subwoofers and it sucks?
Yeah.
So,
Who just wants to hear clarity and detail? We want to be blown away by bass.
yeah, F1, or no, I'm thinking of, so a couple years ago when they were doing the Top Gun Maverick, like, because I know you reviewed that one. You said
Yeah.
you weren't that impressed with the bass, right?
Nah, I wasn't even that impressed with the Atmos either. Like, it was all right, but it was
Yeah, the Atmos isn't that great. The bass is the
Yeah.
only thing I use it for is like on reviews and stuff. But yeah, I don't remember too much. There's a couple scenes where you go like, oh, that was cool, and you would think because I mean like what like 50% of the movie is them just flying around and breaking the sound barrier. It's like why isn't these height speakers lighting up?
Yeah, yeah, it's especially with all the aerial stuff. Just nothing. It was like, well, you know what? It makes sense now that F1 probably kind of sucks because Top Gun Maverick should have been a lot better with all the aerial stuff, and then F1 should have been a lot better from all the first-person
Yeah.
perspective race
Same
car
director.
stuff. Yeah,
I mean I thought it sounded great in IMAX, and again like I thought it was going to be a stellar Atmos mix because when I was watching it in IMAX, and this is just IMAX, it's not Dolby Atmos. IMAX, you could hear the announcer, the sports announcer, up, and it was like in the left hand corner at my theater, but you could hear it. It sounded like it was overhead, and I was like, man, that's gonna sound really cool, at home. But apparently, I guess it's not.
no, he's still in the top speakers.
He's still okay.
Not really loud, but he's back. I think he comes out the top middle. Front
Interesting.
channels, top middle, and there's a little bit of echo in the two back
okay.
tops. It's light, but it's there though. Yeah, if you boost the bass, it sounds great.
But see, if I had that conversation with somebody in the comments too in the video, they were like, yeah, but if you crank it up, to like plus 10 dB, I'm like, well, that's now you're talking about depending on where you usually like. For me, that's almost getting to reference. If I have to do that, that's not a good mix. Like,
Yeah,
I shouldn't have to go almost near reference for it to be like, oh man, this sounds awesome. Like, that's not that's not how your system's supposed to work.
yeah. It's like if you calibrated your system properly, you have everything all level matched and everything, and then you watch a movie and you're like, you know what? Let me boost it by 10,
Yeah.
20 dB. All of a sudden, you're artificially making it sound different for your tastes. I got hate on Ballerina because they were like, "Oh man, your system you should have a room curve on it. You should use the Harman curve on it so it sounds better. I was like, well, that's a subjective thing. Is the Harman
Right.
curve? Some people don't like it, so I keep mine flat. That way, it
Yeah.
keeps everything as level as possible, and I'm not juicing up any portion of the frequency.
And then you said too another issue you have. I forget what was it, F1 or something you were watching the other day where you said like you had to crank it in order for it to sound immersive. But then when they started talking, it was like, oh my god, like the dialogue is like offensively loud now.
I don't
I
know if
forgot what it
that.
was that you were telling me about, but you're like, man, now I have to like turn it back down just so that the dialogue's not, you know.
I don't. That might have been F1. I feel like it might have been
I think it
F1.
was F1.
Yeah. It's hey, maybe the disc will sound better. I doubt it, but
Yeah, I doubt it.
Shane, how many movies do you have in physical media? 100 plus. Love your reviews. I don't have anything. I got like 6 of them right here. I have maybe like 30. I usually just rip them and give them away.
Really? I still have all of mine, just in case something happens to the hard drive. I think there might be a couple sectors on one of my hard drives that's been failing, but yeah, I keep all mine. I give the digital, you know, code away. When I haven't bought any Blu-rays in a while, but I used to give my friend the digital. Actually, you remember Ultraviolet Blu-ray? Ultraviolet, what was it
Yeah.
called? Yeah, Ultraviolet.
Yeah.
I gave my friend like so many movies, and then they just they like went away. And I think you couldn't. They didn't give you the option to like switch over because it was Ultraviolet, and then what did it switch to? There was something else I think that bought them, but they ended
I
up
think it
like
was, I think they went to Voodoo.
Voodoo. That's what it. Yeah.
It sucks because when I got my Kaleidoscape, it was a couple months after Ultraviolet closed down. It was like I think it was like 1 or 2 months after they shut down, and if you had Ultraviolet, everything in your Ultraviolet library you could carry over to
That's
Kaleidoscape.
what it was.
Yeah, so I just missed it.
Man.
I had like something like 60 digitals.
Wow. Yeah, so I remember when they were doing ultra because there was some of them. Some of the Blu-rays would come with Ultraviolet and maybe it was Voodoo, but it was a couple of, and then like sometimes they would come with like a Walmart one. I remember I was like Walmart. Walmart has a streaming service, but you could or I think Walmart was the Ultraviolet, right? Was that their?
Yeah,
I think they owned it, yeah. But that's what it was. But yeah, it was sucked because I had given my friend like it must have been 60 or 70 codes to download the Ultraviolet, and then they just went out of business. It's like, oh, sorry, yeah, you get to lose those. You lose those. So yeah, that's why
I think they
buy
transferred
discs.
over. I think they transferred over to Voodoo.
Voodoo.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, question is, am I going to watch Weapons? I forgot to bring this up. It's actually in the thumbnail. So yes, I watched Weapons at. I know you didn't watch it.
No,
but
I don't do horror.
Dude, this wasn't even a horror. It was like thriller. It was like a murder thriller. Yes, I watched Weapons at the theater. I started watching it a little bit here at the house, but I've shipped off all my speakers, so I'm not going to watch it without any speakers. So I
Oh, so you
watched
don't
the
have anything right now.
I got I got the 3 front speakers, and then I got two back speakers.
Dang, you're slumming it.
Yeah, no. So when I get the other speakers in, I'll watch it. But I did watch a little bit of it. It looked good from what I saw. Looked as good as what I saw at the Dolby Cinema. I didn't hear anything spectacular in the 10 minutes that I saw, but I'll probably review it because it's a pretty popular movie. And yeah, not what I was expecting. I tell you, I thought it was gonna be scary. It was like not scary. I thought it ended really stupid. Personally, I didn't get all the hype at all when I watched it. I was like, what's I say? Are we are we ending on Ferris Bueller's Day Off of him running
What?
through the yard at the end of the movie? That's how we're ending it. And that's how it was. And I was just like, no. It just
While you,
doesn't-
while you have that
doesn't
on
work.
there, there's a couple of things I see on there. But first, I want to read this comment. I don't know if it shows up, but somebody said Walmart owned Voodoo's. Yeah, so it was Walmart owned Voodoo when it was sold to NBC Universal. They changed the name to Fandango at Home.
Yeah, recently.
So yeah, so it was Voodoo that was owned by Walmart. Is like, do people still use Voodoo a lot?
I used to use it, but then I was like, iTunes is better. I feel like iTunes is better for
So
digital streaming.
so a couple things here. Superman's $29.99 on disc, but it's still 35 on Kaleidoscape. Um, and then
When?
did you watch Naked Gun, the new one?
Oh yeah, I did watch Naked Gun. Yeah.
I don't think we talked about it. So what did you think about it? Because my thoughts on it, like it's almost like split down the middle. The first half, I was like, this is hilarious, and then from then on, I was like, this is not funny at all. Like you guys are trying way too hard.
Yeah, there was a couple funny parts,
Like the
but
whole snowman thing, I was just like, are these guys was someone high when they wrote this? Because it was a little just, but like I was like, what is happening right now? Like how did this get into like this is more than what Naked Gun used to be. Like they didn't have any scenes like that.
yeah, there was a couple things out there. I mean, she was like, "Take a seat." She grabs the chair. I was like, "Oh man!" Oh, the funniest, the funniest thing when he said something like, "That must have been some joke." He's
Oh
like,
yeah.
"You're here for man's laughter."
He's like, so it seems like you're in here for man's laughter. That was what's his name? That was Busta Rhymes. He was like, you mean manslaughter? He was like, that must have been a funny joke. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying, man. The first half of it was literally, it was like, man, this is like I was in the theater, and there was maybe the theater wasn't full at all. There was maybe like 40 other people in the theater, and we were all just dying laughing. And it was like one of those ones where like they tell a joke and you're still laughing at it like about a minute later. And then the second half cut like, and it was almost like a cutoff where it's just like, all right, this isn't funny anymore. Like these jokes aren't landing. Like where are they going with this? So I don't know, man. I don't know what happened with the second half of the movie, but I thought the first half was great.
Yeah, it was well, they're kind of definitely trying to be like the original. It's a bit dated. I don't know if that kind of humor hits anymore. Um,
Yeah,
I
and
mean, that's literally the only joke I remember is the man's laughter.
there was some other stuff where I was laughing really hard, but yeah, like the thing with those movies is you know what you're gonna get. It's not like
Yeah,
where you go into like a comedy, you're like, man, I don't know, like, oh, okay, this is absolute stupid, like, but it's so stupid that it's ridiculously funny. I just thought the second half just didn't hit for me at all. So I was like, yeah, I'm not picking this one up. But
yeah, I'm not
I thought
gonna.
he did great, you know.
And it has okay atmos. I will say that.
Really,
Yeah, like the atmos was alright. I mean, it wasn't like super over the top, but it was a dynamic mix. I
I'm
will
trying to think
say.
what would even call for Atmos in that movie.
I think there was like some stuff in the city towards the beginning.
So just atmospherics.
Yeah, I think some stuff at there was like that party or something like that. At the guy's
Oh
hideout
yeah,
or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, I could see that.
but yeah.
Also, did you hear how? Which is why I don't believe anything anymore. Did you hear how their like relationship was fake?
Yeah, and or what's her name? Pam Anderson
Pamela
said it was
Anderson.
fake.
So I'm like,
I
so
don't.
so the whole and every the whole thing with Tom Cruise and Ana de Armas. I'm like that's 100% fake. I don't believe that at all.
I think they're in a movie together. I
That's
thought it
what it
was.
is. Yeah, they're in a movie together,
Yeah.
but they've been like seen like holding hands and stuff. And I'm like, they're just doing it for the movie, man. They're just doing it to get same thing that they did for this one. Like, let's get people talking, so they go see the movie. I'm surprised they actually said it. Came out and said it. Like, yeah, that was fake.
It's,
But
I still can't get over what was up with his hair in Final Reckoning.
I don't know, man.
He looked like he aged about 5 years between Dead Reckoning and Final Reckoning.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's how long at least it was, right? Because they started filming that during the pandemic, and they had to shut down for like I want to say that movie I think they started filming that movie in like 2019 or 2020 or something. I mean, it didn't come out until this year, so it's been a while. And I mean, he's already looking like he was already starting to look old, but you can tell he's done some stuff, you know.
Yeah, when you know you're getting older when your eyelids start hanging over your eyeballs. I mean, I'm not taking shots at the guy. I'm just saying that's how you can tell when somebody's
Yeah.
starting to get there. I was like, ooh, plus that hairdo, man. I just was like, dude. She mentions it in the movie too. Peggy Carter just goes, oh, you let your hair grow long.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, that I still don't know. I enjoyed the movie, but to me it was just kind of like, all right, like I guess I don't know, man. There's something about that movie because I love all those movies.
Yeah.
And it's definitely not a bad movie, but there's something about it where I'm just like, I don't know if it's the whole AI thing plot where it's like it just didn't hit the second part, or and then I felt like the Gabriel, they just kind of made him at the end. He was like this mustache twirling to like, Ethan, I'm the only one with the parachute. What do you like? And he's flying around in the plane and he's like laughing and I'm like, he wasn't like that at all in the previous movie. Ha ha, Ethan.
It's like, "Hey,
Yeah, I'm like, when did he start acting like this? Because he was not like that at all in the previous movie.
they didn't. If they would have killed him, if they would have killed Ethan, the series would have went out.
I
with a
thought
bang.
they were,
Yeah.
but then I was like, nah. Like at first I was like, he's gonna die, but then I was like, something happened, or I was like, nah, I don't think he's gonna die. He's gonna live. So I actually thought at the end, I'm like, okay, we're gonna find out Luther's still alive, right? I'm like, oh no, they actually killed him. But then I'm like, okay, when did he get cancer between the last movie? Because that wasn't a thing at all. The movie starts off and I'm like, he's sick, he's dying. Like,
Do we know it was from cancer?
I thought it was. Did they
I
actually
don't think
say
they said.
cancer?
I don't think they said it.
I want to say they alluded to it or something, or
When?
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know obviously he was sick and he was dying, but I was like, because when the movie started, I was like, wait, is he in a? I was like, why does he look sick? And then they alluded to him being sick. Maybe they didn't say it was cancer, but they alluded to him like not being in good health, and I'm like,
In the previous movie?
no, I'm talking like in the second movie, in this one, Final Reckoning, they say something. I'm trying to remember if they actually said cancer, but that's the thing. I was like, he wasn't sick in the last movie. When did this become a plot point? And like, I was like, oh, okay, we're gonna find out later that maybe something. No, he's just sick in this movie and he's gonna die. I'm like, that you gotta explain that. It was
Yeah.
weird, man.
Yeah, they just walk into the. I don't know if they're in a sewer or what. I was like, oh, they got a little hideout in the sewer for some reason.
Yeah, and it was like a little medical like
Yeah.
tent thingy where he was in, like, or a medical thing, and that's why I was like, what's going on here? And then I was like, oh, I think he's sick. But I'm like,
why is-
what?
I was like, when did Luther get sick?
Yeah, it was a really weird choice.
Unless it was in that montage at the beginning that we missed it or something.
I don't think so.
Because we get that whole montage of all of his movies, but they left out
Yeah.
the part where Luther got sick.
That's what I'm saying. The previous movie, the part one ended, and I was like, oh, okay. And then this one starts off with he's like obviously like sick enough to where he's dying, and I'm like,
It was so stupid, dude. It was way too long too. Just the AI thing was just so stupid.
yeah, that didn't really hit, and I felt like it was a different tone from the first part too. Like the AI didn't seem as I mean, I guess it didn't seem as scary in the first one, but it was like, okay, like what are they gonna do in the second one? And it was just like, oh, by the way, yeah, I'm gonna blow up the world, and then I'm an AI. I'm gonna launch all these nukes, and then I'm just gonna sit in this vault for the rest. Like, what is that? How's that scary? Like, okay, what is the AI gonna do by itself with no people? Like,
And how are they trapping the AI on a USB stick? Wouldn't he's all over the internet. He's everywhere. Why was he?
and it's smart enough to crack all these like nuclear codes and stuff, but he's not smart enough to be like, oh yeah, that's a trap. Like, let me go in there and like, yeah, I don't know, man. There's, like I said, I enjoyed the movie because I love those movies, but I was just like, this one just doesn't hit. It was more of a like, hey, look at me, Tom Cruise. I'm 65 and I can do all these stunts still.
He took off his shirt way more than he should have.
And I give him all the props, man. Like the fact that he actually did that stuff, like that was worth seeing that. But I'm just like, and to me, I still feel like if they really wanted to, the way that it ended, they could absolutely pick it back up.
Oh, they
I
definitely will.
don't feel like I was like, oh yeah, this is done. Like, so everyone's just alive and they just walk off. I'm like, come on, man. They can easily pick this back up.
I think he'll come back as the Kittredge role in the future.
Mm.
He'll be like the guy that does you can accept this mission in 5 seconds. And then-
Yeah. That guy didn't age at all.
Yeah, he still looks good.
I'm like, Man, it was like 20 years since we've seen this dude. He looks the same.
I mean, I liked how they brought it back to the guy that lived going to Alaska.
Oh yeah. I didn't notice it at first, and I was like, man, why does he look familiar? And then they start talking. I was like, oh snap, that's the guy from the first movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
that
gave
was
him the
pretty
knife
cool.
back.
Yeah,
I was like, you just happen to have that knife on you all these years?
just kept it. Yeah, because at some point, Jeremy Renner was supposed to take over. You remember that? Jeremy Renner was supposed to take over
Oh,
for Tom Cruise, and then
yeah.
I guess something happened. He never did.
It'd have been good. I can buy that. I think it just went off the rails when he went to the submarine. He was like,
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
sea
I'm like,
diving.
you just had this whole monologue about how you need this special suit and like you make sure you don't hold your breath and do all this stuff because you're going down 300 meters, but then he takes off all his clothes and somehow swims up 300 meters in freezing. I'm like, really? Are we going like Fast and Furious now? Like ridiculous stuff.
It's like all these practical stunts he did in all his previous movies. He resorts to CG in the last one.
Yeah, I'm like, come on,
Tom.
man. Like the IMAX scene and stuff was cool and everything, but I was just like, dude, like you did not just try to make us believe that you did that.
Tom, you can do better.
And didn't they tell him like if you don't have a suit, you'll have to stay in decompression for like a month? It was like with the suit, it cuts it down to like 3 days. So he flew up without that and like, oh, he's fine. Like, wow, Tom Cruise, all right.
I mean, he was getting mouth to mouth with Peggy.
That's true.
I probably would have woke up too.
And that was another thing. They just happened to, I mean, I know they had a, what is your favorite movie this year? Man, what's my favorite movie this year? So let me check my AMC
It only
tickets
goes back.
to see.
Only goes back a month.
I think you can change it. You can change.
Okay.
There's a drop down. Yeah. So let me see. My AMC tickets. Yeah. So you can do past 30 days or you can do past 60 or 90. So I'm gonna do 90. So, so Top Gun, Fantastic Four, Superman, Jurassic World Rebirth, F1. So F1 was June. What was earlier this year?
Definitely wasn't Rebirth.
No. I guess I'm probably gonna have to go with. Wait, that's more than. That's 90 days. Okay.
Damn, I don't remember seeing Thunderbolts 3 times.
Oh yeah, Thunderbolts. Was Captain America this year? That was this year, right? Captain
Yeah.
America. So
Saw it
Thunderbolts,
twice.
Captain America. I would have to say, man, that's got to be between Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four. Man, I think I would have to go with. I think I would have to go with Fantastic Four. I really liked what they did with Thunderbolts as far as like the whole mental health thing. The only thing, and I get why they did it, and it fits for the plot, but the only thing that I didn't like, and I think we talked about this, was really you're gonna disarm the villain with a hug, like a
Yeah,
group hug. Like it makes sense with what they were trying to do with the mental health thing, but I'm like, that's how you defeat this huge villain with the group hug. So I was like, oh man, come on, that's kind of whack. So I think I would have to go with Fantastic Four. I'm a massive Superman fan, and I just didn't enjoy it. I just didn't enjoy that movie. I was very disappointed, and I really wanted to like it, but I'm gonna have to go with probably Fantastic Four, and actually probably F1 would probably be second.
You know what? I didn't know this movie came out this year because I guess it was so earlier in the year. What year is it? Oh, it's 2025. Never mind. So scrap that. I can't say Joker 2. Yeah, it would probably have to be
I
F1.
thought you hated that.
I like Joker 2.
Joker 2. You talking about the one with the Folie à Deux?
Yeah.
I thought you didn't like it, or maybe it was just everybody else didn't like it.
Yeah. Everybody, 90% of people so I didn't like it. I would say F1 or Mickey 17.
I didn't see that one. That one, man, that one That one bombed too, didn't it? Mickey 17. It didn't do as well as I think
Yeah,
everybody
it
thought
didn't
it
do
was.
that well. I liked it though. I thought it was very Fifth Element ish. I know not a lot of people liked it, but I thought it was good though. Like the visuals are good. It was filmed nice, nice unique look to it. Good sound. Looked cool. I like the story. Yeah, I like Robert Pattinson, Twilight Boy.
Twilight Boy. I will say this though, for the rest of the year, like I bought tickets for. Did you get your tickets for Tron yet, or no?
No, not yet. I know it's not gonna sell out, so
Yeah, that
I
man,
won't pay it.
I'm super pumped about that one, dude. Like, I forgot that it was coming out until I saw it earlier this year for a trailer, and I'm like, I saw the trailer. Me and my brother going on the Wednesday for the fan, what is it, the fan
Fan
opening
event.
night fan
Yeah.
event. So I mean, I did have to pay for that one, but then I'm going again. So we're seeing it in IMAX. No, wait. I'm seeing it on Wednesday at the fan event, and then I'm seeing it in IMAX. I can't remember. It's one or the other. So one's 3D IMAX, and then the other is just IMAX.
So you paying? You're paying to see it.
Yeah, because my brother said he wanted to see it, and so, with the AMC, I have to pay for myself, and then other. So I was like, I'll just do the fan event with my brother, because me and him never go. I don't think I've ever been to the movies with my brother. Actually, no, I have.
Aw.
No, I have. We saw Batman. Was it Batman versus Superman, or Justice League? One of those. But I was like, no, I'll just go. We'll do the fan event. So I'm super excited about that. Soundtrack sounds awesome. I was a little bit bummed that it's somebody else, but that one song that they keep playing with Trent Reznor, I'm like, okay, it fits.
Yeah.
I can get down on that. Nine Inch Nails, but then Avatar, December.
Yeah.
That's gonna be. I'm super excited about that. So that's got to be IMAX, like IMAX 3D. I don't care as long as it's IMAX.
Oh,
I'm sure it'll be 3D because it's James Cameron, but.
yeah. So I just found out. I think you do too. You did too. That your local cinema has Dolby 3D.
Yeah. Actually, when you said that, because I had texted you, I was like, "Hey, the tickets are on sale for Tron," and you sent me a screenshot. You're like, "What? Dolby 3D?" And I was like, "I don't see
It's
that on
new.
mine." And
It's
then I
new.
went and checked a couple days later, and I was like, "Oh, it is showing up on." It's like one theater that's like about 40 minutes from me, but I was like, "Oh, there is a Dolby 3D."
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's new, if it's always been there. We just didn't notice.
No, I would notice. I would have noticed that. I keep going to the. I keep going to the same theater here, and the 3D is always real D 3D, and it's always in the auditorium that's like super dim. But now they're
Interesting.
showing Dolby 3D in the Dolby theater, so this is like a. I don't know if they've just never showed it before or what, but
I've never seen that before, and
yeah, me either.
so either that makes me wonder if it's like they're just like releasing it like across the country, or if it's only been select things that we just never went to.
Because
But I mean,
would have thought,
they would have had it on one of the
yeah,
big blockbuster ones, Jurassic World or something.
yeah, or Superman. I know Superman was
Yeah,
in
that's
Dolby
true.
3D. I watched that in its really dim theater. I left halfway through because it was just too dark. Just didn't have
Damn.
any pop. So John Vassie again. Oh, John, we answered this question earlier. Hi, Shanky. Well, we would put the two D212s in the two front corners and then the 15 in the back. Yeah, yeah. We got that question earlier there, John. But I think that's gonna wrap it, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Don't forget to stop by Haterade's channel. Subscribe to Haterade. We've got some videos coming up very soon. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the super chats, fellas, earlier on. If you want to swing by Patreon, that's patreon.com/Shanley if you want to go to mine. And
You can check mine out. I don't have the link up to it right now, but if you want to go to my Patreon, you can go to my YouTube page, click on the About, and it's there. And then every video that I post, if you go into the description of the video, there's a bunch of links, and you'll see a link to my Patreon page there. So yeah, go check that out if you want to.
don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We'll catch you in the next one.
Peace.